Hey everyone, Kat here, your favorite ginger bibliophile. Got a nice wintry day and a okay-ish book. So hopefully everyone's staying warm. If you got some snow, I hope you're enjoying it. I will be posting a video of my snowy yard and the animals and the birdies because I caught them all playing in it. And we'll go from there. Though I'm not sure exactly when I'll get that up. And got my little lime tree over there. Though sadly no limes yet. It's in recovery. Hey Lane, how are you? Yeah, they gave us some of the snow that I was promised last weekend, which I still find hilarious because my app was confused. Last weekend it said it was snowing while it was raining. This time it said it was snowing, but that we were getting none while it was snowing, and I have several inches on the ground. Like, Franny got her little belly wet, but it says we only got like an inch and a half. Franny is not that short. And I think Nala went sneaking through the front yard because there's some little prints in the yard that were not ours. Good day, to no pain. Hopefully 3 days. Ooh, nice. Now, if we can find a way to make that happen without you falling on the stairs, then we're golden. Hi, William. How are you? That is, it has much more like, Stockholm Syndrome romance than I was expecting, but halfway through it, I'm liking it. I just wish there wasn't so much here. We're going to have him talk in other languages and forgetting to, bother with the translation. Hey, Vin, how are you? Oh, no, I went out in it. I threw some at the dogs. Franny rudely did not try to bite it like she normally does. Little man was like, I don't notice this. Leave me alone. Other day, Lily up to her chest and sniffed. Woohoo. Oh, little kitties. I'm surprised. Apparently, the pups are off their game because normally, if someone's outside, they're losing their mind. The neighbors shoveling snow in their driveway across the street. And there were paw prints that crept right along the edge of the house. Like I can see it on our walkway in front of the rose bush, and then sneaking back down, going, nah, I'm gonna go hide in the sewers to creep around. Hey Matthew, how are you? And yet not a single bark today. So who else got snow and had to throw it at their puppies? I'm thinking we had a visit from Pearl, but I couldn't pick her tracks out of all the snow because I threw out peanuts and they disappeared. We had one blue jay that got scared. It's like, I was gonna come for some peanuts, but then there were little birds. Ah! And he flew back in. We know you. We have just had falling flakes, nothing sticking to the ground. It's only fair that it sticks to the ground. We've been in the teens and 20s, literally all for over a week now. If it's gonna be freezing, I want at least some snow to throw. Just means really, it was just ice all week. I almost busted my butt at work so many times. And now that we actually have snow instead of ice, you're like, oh yeah, it's gonna be 39 tomorrow, so it's all gonna melt. It has been overcast and highs in the 20s all week. I get snow and you take it away. Rude. Low chaos today. Uh-oh, what happened? It's your gremlin and crime not, coming by and cheering you up. Ludlum's first book, The Scarlatti in here. Oh, I've never heard of that. As an old woman as a co-protagonist hero. Ooh, nice. Grannies are always really fun in books because they're either like nobody suspects that they're actually evil, or they are sneaking. Like, what are you gonna do? You can't hit Granny. And he definitely knows. Y'all been together as long as I've been alive. Oh, that's just not fair. Like, there are worse things than a cold, but they are still really freaking annoying. It's that, like, I never feel good, but I don't feel really bad. But it's just draining, never feeling good kind of deal. Because I'm like, I definitely don't feel as bad as I did on Christmas. But, like, I either have the sniffles, a sore throat, or an earache that just will not go away for, like, the last 3 weeks. Been there. Oof. So I'm convinced it was just, like, a mild form of something much worse. But it's okay, because I'm pretty sure I passed it on to some folks at work. No sick days. What are you gonna do? I gotta go to work. I only get 24 hours. I can't afford to miss 8 of them. It was a good excuse for lots of warm drinks that had Franny deciding to snuggle with me. You D&D head. Did you try to like remotely kill Noah's character again? Make him make all his judgments over the phone? I saw where he had the flu on top of everything else. Is he doing better yet, or yeah, have you gotten a hold of him? In that book, her son is the. Oh, that's just not right. That's definitely believable from real life, but that's just not right. Cough in my back, and I go, oof. Yeah. He's trying to get. We just need to bundle you up real good, you know, get you nice and warm and help the back stay in place. Hi, Lily. How are you? I'm reading His and Hers by Alice Feeney. I have never heard of that one. How are you liking it so far? The only bad part of the snow is that means I didn't get my day to myself to record. So no puppies, making visits this week. And I recorded a whole really long Grimm's Brothers in here earlier, and Little Man, as y'all have noticed, does not like this chair. And I didn't have my hot chocolate, so I didn't have a Franny. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm enjoying the snow today. Now, my sinuses are just now starting to kick in, so that has been a nice reprieve after 3 days to only be mildly. Mm-hmm. It's very. Ooh, so it's like a relationship murder mystery, or what's up with that? I do like a good scare now and then. Not yet. We have a home game Sunday, so now I am designing everything. Oh, poor Noah. On Sunday, he's gonna have a bad day. I got 5 videos recorded today. Just need to edit. Nice. I only got 1, and then I needed a nap. By far my longest Grimm Brothers. I spoke to him earlier. He is functional by recent standards. Oh, poor thing needs a qualifier. Seems that way. Domestic thriller. Nice. Sometimes some spouses just, if he'd listen, she wouldn't have put the cherry pits in his pie. That's always Granny's motive. Yeah. I was gonna do my little belly dancer top, but I didn't get around to it today. Maybe tomorrow. I still want to do a review with the little belly dancer top and try to get a tag for Tuesday. But I did put all my snow videos together, and I've got to figure out which day I'm going to upload that one for. I think it was the episode of like Castle. I told him not to touch the pie. If he hadn't eaten it, he'd still be alive. He just needs to learn to listen to me. Like Granny was diabolical. Helped with his diet though. Got the analytics one done, but technology glitch, so I have to edit. Maybe next week. Oh jeez. Yeah, don't remind me. I'm holding off on 2 that I've already filmed because I really don't want to have to find like the 40, 50 pictures to put into it for all of the books. And I still haven't done the one. It's going to be a 3-part series, but I have to figure out how many more series that I have started last year and still not finished. So I can record that one. It's probably going to be another long video. I helped him design his character so he might survive. Maybe. Until you pull, like, I know all his weaknesses because I helped design it. Going for big views, belly dancing takes coordination. Not if you're just doing that. Or a little wee. Now, if I stand up, then yeah. But I grew up in the Shakira age. I watched way too many of those videos and learned a few of the moves. I cannot do a full-on dance. I can do a move or 2. So I'm just opening myself up to a whole bunch of trolls, but hey, I gotta get paid somehow. I'll just like turn off comments or something. I still need to get my December snowstorm video done. Well, it is January. Or you can just sprinkle it out. Don't we all, honey? I can do a few of those moves. I can't do a good chunk of those. And I definitely can't choreograph it. I'm like, I wonder if I can learn like the sequence to like a little snippet of one of those. Like how she does some of those like belly moves. Like, I can do the hips. I can do the shoulders. And like, I can roll my belly, but I can't actually like roll my belly. I'm like, how do you do the little like, you got a freaking like tsunami wave for a stomach. How the heck she does that one? Like, that girl got skills. I need to catch up on recording tomorrow. I need to get the rest of my non-reviews done before I go back to work. Yeah. When are they having you go back now? Or are they messing with you like they did for me? Like, we got our schedule for next week on, Tuesday. And then we had a meeting before we went home Wednesday going, you'll learn next week's schedule when you try to go home next week. Heads up, you might have to work Friday, but you're not going to find out until Thursday night or Friday morning. I need to know if I'm working Friday before Friday, so I know if I need to get up and like before my ride leaves. Like, that's where we're at right now. I might do the moves, but then I'd be stuck on the floor and calling for a friend. At least you have a friend in the house. Like, I would be on the floor and Franny would just be going, you're on our playground now, sucker, and just be stepping on me and yelling at me. If you're on the floor, you are fair game for, accidentally getting stepped on as they have a tug of war battle. And nobody would notice. But I might have been looking on Amazon for belly dancer tops this week. I haven't decided which one that I like. At least none that I like that were in my price range. I found some really gorgeous ones for like $100. I'm not paying $100 for a YouTube gimmick outfit. They don't pay me enough for that. I gotta start getting like I don't make a penny off YouTube yet. I can't be affording $100 for an intro. Nope, literally using phone to call and lay there till. Yeah, I'd be out like, crap. Let me call the roommate, assuming that my service works and that it answers. Like, like I'm just gonna lay here until my diet kicks in and does its job, and then I will be no more. And JB will be standing on me going, ooh, that part looks delicious. Little man would be upset though. Franny would be like, yeah, I got rid of the hussy. Out of the next 2 weeks, I am going back Tuesday now instead of Wednesday. Monday, I am suffering alcohol. Jeez, how much did you get into? Or how much are you planning to get into? You should know how to handle it now so that doesn't happen. That's for when you're in your teens and 20s. Or, teens for y'all since it's legal by then. By the time you're our age, you know your limits and how to handle it. That now I would get in trouble because, like, alcohol does not make me nicer. Like, I already struggle to have a filter. I would definitely be fired and up on some, assault charges if I drank. Like, nope. This ain't gonna be a giggly one. This is gonna be a let's go kind of one. At least you get to kind of be mean to your customers and get away with it. Tiki would be racing through the house with all my markers because she would know I couldn't take them away. Cats, we are kind of evil sometimes. Mischievous. The least sexy strip ever. So it's all stuck for my glasses. There we go. It started getting a little too toasty. Nope, my chair stopped heating itself up. Tiki would not only take the markers, she would find a way to get the lid off and start doing drawings for you because you couldn't stop her. Kind of like Franny. She'd be like, ooh, that bottle is mine now. She would eventually find a way to get stuff off the counters. So, you can't take it away. Well, I gotta get paid somehow. I work it out on YouTube and then move it to OnlyFans. It's like the work paycheck ain't working. I went through a bottle of Fireball, a half a bottle of Amaretto. Ooh, I love Amaretto. And some quarter bottle of Sambuca. I have never had Sambuca. Actually, I've never had Fireball, but I do know it's cinnamon, and I love cinnamon. What's up? How are you? She probably would. Tiki's like, I heard that, and I'm plotting how to get that marker lid off now. Screw the colored pencils. We're going for the markers. Alcohol removes your filter, but it also turns up your mood. If you're happy, you're very happy. If you're sad, you're like, it depends. Like, all right, these people around, it's gonna be a giggly one. That one walked in the door. Let's go. But see, if I get mad, I'm like, all right, I was stumbling around. Now I'm mad. All right, I can walk straight so I can get his butt. Instant clarity that the anger turns up the metabolism and burns through it. I'm in a happy mind frame, so all will be good. That is good. Happy ones are fun. They make me wish I had the little spinning bar stool so I can just spin around and sting until I fall off of it. So what are you up to tonight, Alan? Where'd you just get back from? I know you. So half the time you come in here, it's like, oh, I just got back from somewhere, or I'm headed somewhere. Gotta have some good weekend plans. I'm reading tarot cards tonight with another reader. Oh, nice. Do you have your own like personalized deck that you had made, or did you buy one somewhere? Because I've seen some really pretty ones. And playing guitar in art room downstairs. Nice. Can't go wrong with the little mysticism and some music. Maybe I need to get a bar stool and alcohol. No oopsies off the deck. We said not on purpose, Elaine. You're just trying to spin till you fall off. It's the same thing. We're on to you. Don't just start checking your sippy cup and see how big that glass of wine is. Like, why did you fill it to the brim? I see you going for that spinny chair. You can't blame it on the ice then. If you say it out loud, then it's premeditated. That's why you gotta just smile and walk away when you have the thoughts. Then we can't prove it. We might know you, but we can't prove it. So, I mean, you do have several cats. If they're anything like my butt heads, they're already trying to trip you. Or see if your knee bends the other direction. Frayne, that's her favorite move is, hi, mama, right into the knees. It's like, oh, do your legs not go that way? Oops. No, I used to have a tarot deck I colored in. I've had a deck that I've had since the late 70s. Oh, wow. It's unbelievable. I got 2 really old concert t-shirts, too. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think my oldest stuff is like from like, I think 98 is when I got my Big Mulan t-shirt. That's by far the oldest thing I own. And I can still get into it. Yeah. That one might be. So I know people that would dumbly say that seriously and they'd be like, wait, they caught me? Yeah, you told the whole room. I might have had marker ones back then. Or like the little 25-cent out of the gumball machine. I changed my mind too much to be getting tattoos. That and I really don't like needles. Like, why am I going to pay somebody to torture me? I'd rather be the one torturing them. I've got old people. Some of my books are kind of old. Like, I've got the Everworld series that I'm pretty sure I was reading that when I was in like middle schoolish age. So, yeah. Late 90s, early 2000s. I might have had some slightly older Goosebumps, but for others. Told him when he got home tonight, better not die at night soon. Could be bad for me. Oh, we all know you like your husband. I am, but then I've moved a few times and, had to leave stuff with the family to, like, here, get this later. And it got destroyed before I could get it back. So I've had to rebuy some books. I'm like, you destroyed my Anne Rice and one of my Christopher Moore novels. Ooh, I didn't know you had tarot cards too, Elaine. Somehow that's not shocking, but I didn't know you had them. Oh no! Well, I'm glad you managed to get some of it back, it sounds like. That's horrible. And very expensive these days. Be screwed if I lost all my stuff. I think, like, my pretty much everything I have been collecting since I was a small child. Like, and yeah, used bookstores where, when you get a bag of books for $2, you ain't never gonna replace that. Can't nobody afford $20 a book these days. 20 cents was my price range. We're back in like 2012. I think I had maybe 2 shelves on this bookcase, and now I've got 3 bookcases and half of a 4th one, because I've been collecting for the last 12 years and had a few little ones. Is it a Boda deck? I have no idea what that one is. That's why I don't have any. Me and Needles have an understanding. They stay away from me and I stay away from them. Except for when you have to, like, get your shots now and then. Yep. Deck since I turned 19. Only one I used to do readings for other people. A lot of bookstores back in the 90s. Yeah, I didn't read very much in the 90s. It ticked off my mom because I would only read Goosebumps. I'm like, I liked the idea of it, but I didn't really like anything. And then I got into Harry Potter and slowly got into other stuff. Oh, that's so sweet. You still got, friends from so long ago. And still got the stuff. That's awesome. Through all Boda lessons, 13 years. That is wow. Used bookstores are where you find the best. Like, some of my favorite authors for years, I never would have known they existed. I'm like, oh, just wander the thrift store. Hey, that looks cool. And, for a quarter, what have I got to lose? Like, that's how I found the Pendergast series. And then slowly got, 15 more. And then I've also found some really bad ones that got unhauled, but that I get in trouble at used bookstores. I'm like, if I don't get it now, I'll forget about it and I'll never find it again because it's probably out of print since it's, 20 plus years old. And in bookish terms, that's great grandma. Unless they're still writing, but half of them, like, yeah, they're not going to keep publishing after this dude's dead. That deck's great. Same as Smith Coleman weight. Nice. Alan, mine came in a book. Tear out pages. I've never heard of that. Oddly, I've never had a tarot reading. I used to have a set, but lost them years ago. Am I the only one here that doesn't do those? Like, I think all of us have a problem with used bookstores. They're the right price, and they're always, like, it's treasure hunting. You never know what you're going to find because it all depends what somebody else donates. So, I mean, you can't turn up anything good you find. Beautyland is the... Ooh. It's great. You heard it from me first. I will take your word for it. Sadly, no. I have the cards. My friend... Oh, sorry. Glad you have something to remember them by, though. I have not had a shot since COVID, and I am very, very rarely ill. So it has thus far been a non-issue. Well, I'm always sick, but I haven't had any shots since then either. Like, I had to have all my vaccinations for college. Then I had the COVID thing since I was going to go visit somebody with cancer. I'm like, I need to limit how sick I might get to, transfer it to them. But other than that, I'm like, shots come from doctors. I don't trust doctors. I'll just take NyQuil and hopefully die in my sleep or get cured either way. I have 7 or more sets. Jeez, what do you do with 7 of them? Stephen King has been writing over 50 years. That still amazes me. Of course, he also says he likes animals, and then I've read his books, and I do not trust that man. His stories would be good if he would leave the poor doggies alone. I've got a couple authors that have been writing for quite a while, but usually it's all right, we wrote a couple and then, ran out of ideas. We started late in life. Every now and then you get one that's been gone for a long time, like Tolkien, that we still, read, but it is very rare. It's a lot of the ones I was looking for. I'm like, dang it. They only wrote 10 books and they haven't written anything in a long time. Good luck finding them now. Yeah, I've been trying to find the Diablo books and the Ravenloft ones, but they were all written in the 90s. So it's literally nothing but used books for options. And the few that I have found, I think I found 4 of them that were affordable. And the rest are somewhere between $20 and $100 for a paperback. Can we reprint these again? I swear, geek culture is coming back. We still like our books. Beautyland is going to be a big hit. What's that one about? I remember you mentioning the name, but I can't actually remember it. I was sick last weekend. So, oh, hopefully you get over it soon. It's no fun. The artwork is amazing. One set is dragons. Oh, that is so you. I love it. When Carrie was published, the Vietnam War was... Is that old? Jeez. That's... My parents are older than that, but that's still kind of hard to picture. Hi, Christina. How are you? Ah, so you're being responsible and adulting. Glad somebody is. I'm refusing today. I did laundry yesterday. Or, well, I got it into the dryer anyway. It's still sitting in the dryer. McDowell just came back into publication after 2010. Lucky. Oh, nice. Yeah, I tried to find one of his books. I was like, you know what? I got a gift card. Maybe it's a decent used price. Maybe if they print him again, I can get one of his books because the library doesn't know he exists. But currently, he is out of my price range. Hey, I read it when Carrie came out. Wasn't that the 70s? That's my brother's age. I'm a late 80s baby. And I don't remember much before the late 90s. I know it existed. I don't remember it. Because again, I'm 3. Unless they start letting me work with pyrotechnics again. Otherwise, there's no point in being an adult. So, can't be over 18. Where's the fun in that? I can't drink because of the sugar, so yeah, there's no sense in being old enough to remember anything. So it's got a couple years on my oldest brother. Because he was 70, yeah, he's 79. Everyone seems to have something at the moment. Glad I have been secluded away from everyone for the last Yeah, mine was really bad for Christmas. And then about New Year's it spittled down to just annoying and refusing to go away. And we're getting a break-in. Are you gonna give me a meow, or are you just gonna think you're sneaky? Yes. Yes, the 70s. I am an early 60s baby. So you actually remember the 70s. I remember it because it came back in the 90s with the, bell bottoms. I remember having some, like, blue corduroy ones. Folks saying hi. I have done my adulting for the day. Adulting is very overrated. My adulting was, trying to cancel an insurance policy, and then them going, no, you can't do that without contacting someone. We're not going to let you do it on the site or their, app that they make you have, because the site literally does not work other than here's a link to our app. You never used a home landline? Or I don't know if I use, like, the phone booth. Yeah, we, like, not only did I have a home landline, we had my grandma's phone. So that was the one that, the rotary where you gotta spin it. We had one of those. I didn't get a cell phone till I was in college, and my now ex-boyfriend's mom gave me her old one so that he could get a hold of me when I wasn't in my dorm room. So yeah, I didn't get a cell phone till like 2006. Meow. I don't know if you can see him. Oh, he was nuzzling the lime tree, but of course he moves when I try to get him. I am contemplating rejoining BookTube, but I know I won't be posting a consistent basis. I'm trying to get finances better, which is why I quit for the... Finances are definitely a problem. I'm hoping this eventually, like, helps my finances, but for now it's just to make friends and talk about the books that I already have been collecting for the last, 12 plus years. Or any ones that, I get for free. This is more of, well, they cut my hours so, like, much that my full-time job only offers 24 hours a week. And so does everything in town. So, unfortunately, I have lots of free time if I'm feeling good enough to be awake. Might as well do something with my time. Sneaky fur baby. I don't know what. He really, really loves the lime tree. He's mostly given up trying to eat my flowers on the other side, but he loves that lime tree. We played children's songs on a record player in kindergarten. My parents had a record player. I don't remember them being in schools at all. What? We had the chipmunk one. I remember playing that one for Christmas on that big, like, it was a whole big thing. Like, it was about as tall as me, though that's not saying much because I was a kid and I'm already short. It was this big old, like, deck thing with the record player on the top and a glass front door and then the speakers on either side. I remember that sucker. Oh yeah, making friends is, like, if this had to be my income, I would just be depressed and, like, like, I've been on here for almost 3 years now. I've had like 1,800 viewing hours in 3 years. I work 2 jobs and I'm still under what I need income-wise to cover everything. Oof. Good luck, honey. May your odds improve soon. I know how that one goes. I've been looking for a new job for a couple years and it ain't happened yet. The reason I got this laptop as a birthday present a few years ago was to make it easier to do resumes and, like, interviews, that if they don't want to fly me out for them, because there's very few in the field that I'm trying to get into, and they're all spread out over the country. Yeah, that's been over a year and a half. So, may yours improve quickly and get you down to only one job so you can relax. Still doing better than me, and I am just a few months behind you. I think you've got a lot more than that's my like 3 years. That's how much viewing I have gotten. As far as what counts, I've got about 600 hours. Just a few thousand shy of getting paid. Oh well. Good thing this was a hobby that hopefully will one day pay, not my actual job. I have no idea. That does seem to be a big growing thing. Like, I keep getting all excited about books and then going, this is. I was okay with a little smut. This is smut with a little bit of plot. Like, yay, we finished the whole Karma Sutra. I guess we can have a chapter of, a story. And then we'll get back to seeing if we can redo it on a different piece of furniture. I just went to Amazon and the first thing I've seen is bloody Akatar. It's haunting you. Ooh. Animal shorts, that's what they come for. I still get excited when I get 20 actual views that are more than a couple seconds on a video. It's like, I got my loyal, 5 folks. And then we get going, hey, are there going to be animals or boobs? Okay, peace out. How do you all not let the view counts bother you? My videos rarely got watched. Oh, it does sometimes bother me. And then I just figured out that YouTube is insane. Like, I could literally post the same video 1 week apart, same title, thumbnail, all that. One will get 600 views in an hour. The next one will get 3 views in 2 weeks. Like, I have figured out that the algorithm needs to be on, meds more than I do. And just have given up and going, well, I post a video so they can see my puppies and we can rant or praise a book together. So many. They really are. Like, I got all excited. I remember I read Hooked, because everyone goes like, all right, it's fairy tales for adults. And you read the synopsis and it's basically Peter Pan is a bad guy. And, Hook and Wendy are working together to get back at, her evil dad, Peter Pan. Sounds awesome, right? It's literally alternating chapters of what they're, doing to each other. And then, after 6 chapters of that, then you get a chapter of here's something actually happening. And now we're going to go back to, ooh, he did this to me, and this was my response. And it's a whole series. Feyre is going to get you. Yep. Honestly, it's stalking me. Numbers bother me sometimes. I am trying to get, I check in the morning, just a real quick, oh, hey, it's stabilized. It's the same. It's always been cool. And then go on, I will have, oh, returning viewers. You have 85 out of, 700. And the next day it'll be 140, and then it'll be, I give up. I'm just having fun with it. It bothers me sometimes, but can't change it. I focus on having fun and all the amazing friends I've made. Otherwise, I'd be really ticked to realize that, yay! We joined in literally the same week. They were monetized at the end of the week. How do you have 5,000 subscribers in one video? And then someone looking oh, that's why, because your thumbnail is, I forgot my bra under this too small white shirt. And it's so we're going to talk about a book that's basically, here's how to do it, but we left out the pictures so that we can sell it to teenagers. And the guys are going to watch because, yay! But the shirt's on, so it's, clean. Hooked was basic. And I had somebody go, it's a romance. Like, the plot was really good. I'm like, were we reading the same book? Because I couldn't find the plot. I tried. I was excited. I couldn't find it. I've been told it's there, but I couldn't find it. It's strange how my Five Fingers book review is my most viewed video. Oh, that's awesome. Like, mine, I did a review of The Taking. That one, it is still getting views. Like, it'll be ignored for like 6 months, and then I'll get like 15 views in a week. Everything else is like, all right, you got 5 views today. We're not going to show it again because that was yesterday's. Like, it is so hit or miss. I have conned Jenny into reading that, so I didn't have to. Oh, Ven. Always conning people. And you still have to watch Lion King now. I heard. I got the Cinnamon Bun bookstore book yesterday at the library because the cover, and I returned it without reading it because the smut made my eyes roll. Like, if it's really over the top, I will read it because then I can just, like, it's just funny at that point. But if they try to, like, actually be, realistic, like, this is just a how-to book, and I could just go online and ask some guy to come here and do it to me. I don't need to read it. Like, at least make it, like, over the top, kind of like a Tarantino, like, bloodbath movie, and then it's funny. I still would prefer a plot, but, every now and then. I think, like, I don't know what the one book was. I just saw this girl talking about, like, it was the size of a telephone pole. She was supposedly a virgin. Is she like a snake? Like, did her jaw just, like, unhinge? How do you fit a telephone pole? And, like, that they said she was a human. Like, what? It's like, okay, that one I'll read because it's just so over the top funny if I knew what it was. It's like, just the reactions are like, what? But the realistic ones that are just everywhere, I'm like, no, I wanted a book. My least viewed video is at a laughable 4 views. Pity, because that sounds about right. Like, some of them just get, like, shoved out to the correct people, and other ones don't get showed at all. Like, I literally had one video, everybody that, saw it, knew it existed, watched it, hit the like button. So clearly that means it's crap, and it was shown to 3 people in, 2 days. And then there's other ones that they just pump out. Like, and then, it'll still only get 15 views. Like, it is crazy. Like, I started doing a garden tours last year. My first one got over 200 views. The next one got 40. I think one of them had like 12. Don't take it personal. YouTube is just mean. It is designed to make crazy people even crazier because we try to make sense of it and figure out how to do something right so we can, get more people to go, hey, look how awesome this is, and read our favorite books or spare them from the really terrible ones. But now I wonder, what is my crappiest one? Now I am curious. Let's see here. I'll do... Aw. Let's see. So, yay. Yep, I've got some with, like, one of my Grimm's Brothers ones got a whopping, 5 views. Oh, yep, I did so it was even less than that. I went from 248 views with my first garden video. The second one has gotten 9 views in 6 months. It literally makes no sense. And I've got your 4 beat. I just found a video that literally only has 2 views in almost 2 years. And I put it out in February 2023, and it's got 2 views. And that was actually like a really good wrap-up video. Yeah, YouTube makes no sense. Again, it's a first chapter read, and I had to restrict it because smut. Author gave me permission to do it and warned me before I started reading it. You reading dirty books to us, Van. Mm-hmm. It's just, they're like, well, if you pay us to advertise for you, then maybe we'll put your videos out. Honestly, I'm surprised yours didn't get more. Did you put smut, spicy, and romance in your like things? This is where women will flock to it. Ooh, this is a video giving me on tips to things to do to my boyfriend. Oh, let me read that and call it a romance so that they don't know. Like, guys watch it. Apparently, a lot of girls read it now. Like, can I get some books without it? I just want a vampire to start like going crazy and being dark and like offing people. I don't want it to be he got into my body glitter and they got frisky. And I swear that's what it is these days. Oh, Twilight ruined vampires. Now they just roll in body glitter and get frisky with high schoolers. Freaking romance. I blame some of my coworkers because I know some of them read it. But those do seem to be the videos that go really well too. Like a lot of the folks that started about the same I did in Bloom, like, yep, that's literally the only thing you read. And those will get like 1,000 views per video. Which would be nice if I could get that, but then I would have to like at least read enough of it to be able to talk about it. And why am I gonna punish myself? So, yeah, I was mad about that too. I gave some of that to coworkers who are enjoying it. Like that is, yeah. I bought this based off the synopsis, and that was not what it was. Like my most annoying one was the Carolyn Sparks one because I'm like, it had so much potential. The first half was really freaking good. Like she was, no, we ain't banging. Like, I hate you for not liking humans, even though I also hate you because you're a vampire. And just like she was snarky as crap, and it was so good. And then it was, ooh, I wonder what's under his kilt. Like, could we have just stuck to the first half of the book? It was good. That does help. That is quite the warning. Or it might have just been, graphic. You got to let them know it's 18 plus because they're getting it on. And then you'll get everyone flocking to it. Can I get your permission to self-promote it? Go for it. Promote away, William. I can't remember. Call it a romance, a spice, a smut. Yeah, I'm sure that'll get some. If I could get the right angle on my video for today, I'm gonna get trolls, but I'll get some views. That was my St. Patty's top. We'll promote, and then we'll do our first sprint at the top of the hour. We'll pretend we'll do a few sprints so we can get a little reading done to talk about on our next videos. Even though I don't see myself finishing this one anytime soon. 'Cause I swear somebody wrote it on a freaking typewriter. Like, that is a lot of freaking print. And it's 535 pages. It don't look big, but it feels big. That that is wow. Like, how did that make it past the censoring? She had her yeah, my thoughts exactly. Like, I get being a little over the top and a little dirty. We're adults. Don't just say it's not for children, but like, how? And oh my gosh, why? Is it Porphyses, William? That's what she. I just heard that my coworker's voice because that's what he says to everything. It was my review of a book called Prophecies for the New Millennium by James Manning. It's got nice artwork. That sounds kind of cool. So now we all have to go look for that video later. I still need to make my guys size matters video. Of course, I mean book size. Lane, I love you. So dirty. It's yep, that one's gonna go. But now you're gonna have like a blurry something in there, so they're is she gonna tell us what size it has to be? Yep, at least 2 inches, and hold up a really thick book. They're gonna get all excited that it's only gonna be 2 inches, and then you pull up the book. Darn it. I have the video saved to watch later when I do my watching tomorrow. Let me see if I can find it, because I will forget by the time we get off. This. Woo! I know how I work. I will forget. Ooh, you got some good views on some of these too. 169. We can make some dirty jokes about that one. Because sometimes they just got to be wrong. Reading smut out loud. Oh, I like that. That is a good title. Oh, yes, we have to do those at the end. The new ending of these is really creepy UK advertisements. Love you too. I tried to find your channel last time, but because I didn't put the, sign, it didn't recognize because searches apparently. Yeah, like sometimes I'm like, all right, this is a person's name. Why the flip is it not finding it? Like, so I really wish, like, instead of going, hey, when you click on this name, are you trying to report them? It could just go, hey, you're clicking on this person. Do you want to go to their channel? Some folks I'm like, oh, I really want to subscribe to them. They're really cool in the chats. And then I can't freaking find the person. Yay! Community support. love our little group. Empire. Ooh, you got some interesting ones on here. Raymond Corey. I've liked some of his, disliked some others. Oh, wow. Oh, can I send you a new advert? Oh, goodness. Or I would if it was working. Or I would if it was back. Not like Vin. I can just have one screen open on iPad. Yeah. I don't know how Vin has like all the screens and so much going. Yeah, my iPad doesn't turn on anymore. It's like 12 years old. I have sent 3 for you to enjoy later. Oh, God. I am afraid. Ben's trying to get me. Or we'll kick off our first sprint, and I'm going to watch those. And then I'll start actually reading. we'll, we'll do our little, half-hour sprint. Mm-hmm. That, and so he can learn how to properly pronounce cookies. How are you? He has been summoned. How are you, my little chaos gremlin? Have you finally beaten the flu? I'm okay. How are you and everyone? I am a walking embodiment of a faulty person. Oh, hopefully we'll get you all better soon. I'm living. Not too terrible. You're not faulty. I've met some faulty folks. They suck. You just got some issues that will get fixed. I swear, I think you have a problem with autocorrect. Like it keeps getting confused with cookies and biscuits. Like biscuits are what you put like white sausage gravy on. At least you didn't fall off the stairs. No doing that again, though. Stairs are man, so mean. I'm afraid to watch these videos. Oh god. No. Why did that fire hydrant that he flipped them into look like something else almost? That is. Oh, that is just not right. No, I'm faulty. I put my hand in a bag of fault and came out with whatever. Oh. Well, sane working people are just boring. They don't have enough character. Then don't be all ant on us. Yes, you know what happened to some of the ants, right? They got set on fire and had to dunk their heads. Also, my flat has no stairs, so I'm fine. The ice, however, I have skidded to my ass twice in the past few days. Oh, dude, this is why snow I love. Ice, not so much. If I fall on my ass, we're gonna be in trouble because I ain't got nothing back there yet. I've been doing the squats and lunges and working on finding my booty, but it ain't pop yet. It still keeps going to my belly. Well, D&D Sunday will cheer you up. Yes, be nice, Van. No trying to off his character. And then we can discuss the idea from the live yesterday. Oh crap! Well, what was the idea from the live yesterday other than you have to watch Lion King in exchange for Deadpool and your blasphemy against Brave? We're not done with that one. Oh my goodness. Come on. What else did you? Oh God! It's the snowman. Did they give a? Isn't Ibrew a beer and they gave that to a small child? What? Oh my. I'm very confused by y'all's advertisements. What in the world? The snowman killed the little boy, and I kind of love it. I like fire. Well, everyone loves fire. It's so pretty. What was the idea? I was there. No clue what you speak of. Yeah, I was like, was this like before I joined or like after I had to head home? Because I know I missed a little bit. And also, what was the deal with that? Y'all kept talking about some scene from Lord of the Rings, and apparently, the sprint has already gone out the window. But that's okay. Booktube D&D, where people play their fave fictional characters. I don't remember that idea. Oh, it's a soda? That Iron Brew sounds like it's a brew. That's supposed to be a beer. That's weird. So y'all just like did a really weird cartoon version of like the Coke polar bear. That's weird. That is not what I got from that. Like y'all have very interesting commercials. They make no sense, and I don't know what any of the products are half the time, but they're good. So, like, what is this? I'm just gonna have to like record myself like reacting to the really creepy UK advertisements. That would be the knick-knack one. That's the one I'm clicking on now that he sent me.
Best things in flavor, what you like. But they look like knickknacks, they look. They taste.
It's memorable. That is what the heck. Y'all got some weird stuff. Oh my goodness. Woo! Yay for successful adulting. They have some weird names. I know, like, they don't know the difference between, like, cookies and biscuits, chips and fries. I'm so confused. Jenny suggested it. It's like ginger beer is an alcoholic. Yeah. That's awesome. Or root beer, but root beer is understood to be, just something you have so you can put vanilla ice cream in it and make a float. But I thought ginger beer, like, you could get it alcoholic or non-alcoholic. At least here, I think that it's like a whopping 2%, which, it's beer. A lot of guys claim there's alcohol in it. Do a shot, drink a girl's drink. That's got some alcohol in it. Like 30 to 50%. Like, what is you're gonna have to keep sending them to me, and I'm just gonna start like recording myself watching them. Because I have a feeling I was making quite a few faces. Like, this is what happens when Ven sends me advertisements. They're just so yeah, those are like not the kind of ads that I grew up with at all. I don't remember. That's just Well, I mean, they are kind of like cartoons. Ours mostly had people in them, I think. That is wow. I'll have to look up some old like Coke ones. Their holiday ones are good. They all have like Santa and polar bears. And the weird 90s toys. No wonder y'all are all messed up if those were your childhood ads. Oh my geez. Not here. You can get ginger wine. No. I might be a ginger, but I don't like ginger. Like it I like ginger ale, weirdly enough, but that is it. Everything else, if I see it, I just switch it out for cinnamon. Gonna read a bit. Gonna read a bit. Didn't read today, and tomorrow we'll be busy with Vin's buddy Pharaoh. Yeah, well, I mean, we are pretending that we're sprinting, but then Noah showed up and we got all excited because we never see Noah anymore. He's gone all quiet on us again. So I guess he might actually be reading. I can't read. Like, Van made me do this. A reaction. I'll just be pulling up like YouTube and then just making weird faces. Oh my jeez. That'll be like my most viewed video ever. It's just thumbnail with just me making a weird face. Like, what's wrong with this chick? Kind of like we're gonna need a Noah one for, when he sees what Elaine has done to some of her books. We weren't repressed, we were just traumatized over here. I mean, have you seen some of the movies that we grew up with in like the 80s and 90s? They wanted to like kill us all. It's like, we're just gonna try to make you depressed. We're gonna off Mufasa and we're gonna take away Andy's toys. We're gonna traumatize the toaster. There was the last unicorn. It was just a depressing era. Do that with belly dancing and visuals. I know I have 2 belly dance tops. I'm not sure how many more I have. We'll just play around and see. So I've got the leopard print one and the red one. I think I might have a black one. And we're just gonna have to have some fun. Just open every video. Wee! And today we're talking about see if I can find a way to get away with like playing like Britney Spears or Shakira and for the intro. Like they'll only stay for the first like 30 seconds. But if I can get a couple thousand like 30-second views of, hey, this redhead chick was jiggling, it'll add up. Oh god. That's scary. I don't know what it is, but that seems road safety in UK, that seems very scary, considering your other advertisements. Oh, we got those and ours. Oh god. Oh man. Yeah, I'm just giving up. I'll sprint tonight when I can't sleep. We're gonna let the others sprint while we continue being crazy. Chaos! It rains. Oh, I need a different plan. I don't have chickens. You know, you can buy them these days. Like, if I need something to, sit on, I might have to, like, buy that. I have seen them at, like, our clearance stores before. Like, you just buy the clothes with it built in. They ain't got to know. I'm glad we can be fun. Like, I really should start advertising these as just let chaos reign conversations instead of reading sprints. Because we usually only get like 2 30-minute ones and a whole 3-hour thing anyway. It's just chaos and giggles. Which is also fun. We'll leave the sprinting to the serious booktubers that know how to adult and organize. And actually like set up timers and stuff. When this is the chat session, this is the sprinting timer. I have never figured out how to do that. So we got banners that they're all lies. We're not really sprinting. Other than like, usually he says bye, but he was just here and we got all excited and then he just abandoned us. What happened to his charger? He can plug it in and it'll turn on very quickly while it's charging. Lies. You're sending advertisements and laughing at me for watching them. No, I'm just gonna like leave the banner up just to confuse people. It's like, we're not gonna get there. Oh, balloons. A coworker and I did that for Twin Day. She brought in a bra and I put in balloons. A balloon? How did it not pop? Those are, I knew, when we were young enough that like half of us still didn't like, it hadn't hit that point in our lives yet. I knew a girl that she put ping pong balls in there and it popped out. Like, that is, ping pong balls are not a good substitute. I thought you were just supposed to like raid like the toilet paper and the tissues. I could see the balloon popping and going, why did one side suddenly go and the other one's out here? I'm reading with the volume turned down. Yeah. It's very distracting, I'm sorry. There are balloon conversations. Our sprints have gone bonkers. One of these days I will actually master the art of doing sprints. Maybe. I was careful but still bumped into everything. Not used to that much. I'm just picturing it puncturing and then like, why is it making... I hear a noise. What is that? Now I kind of want to get balloons and just like, how much can my shirt stretch? And then just like, what is going on with Kat's channel? She went off the rails this year, man. 2025 just sent her off, and now we don't know what's going on. There's balloons and advertisements and belly dancing and who knows what else. And still, like, a few books somehow in there. Though I am struggling with reading this year. I've got really long books and one that, honestly, if I hadn't won it off Goodreads, I would have quit by now. I'm going to hold off watching that one until I'm ready to record. Like, I'm sure I will forget what the other ones are so I can have a good reaction, but that will be my like first ones. Like, this one is a legit first response. I have no idea. Like, usually there's a, booktube newbie, and I think they did a like newbie 2.0 one that Randy Ray did and a few other folks. Which is like a good welcome back or a, hey, here's what I'm gonna be doing this year. If you have any general plans of things you'd like to play with. Good thing is I bounced because of the balloons. So those were some good balloons then. Well, I got rid of all the books I had, but I bought through. Hey, baby book haul then. If you want to show off what you got, might be reading. Or do you have like a good library and go, hey, I just checked these ones out, or I'm waiting for the holds to come in. So whatever you're interested in. Hauls do seem to do really well. Like the TBRs and wrap ups are kind of, but like folks seem to love hauls and unhauls. Ven should know he does lots of them. Mm-hmm. I'll have to do one when I'm still waiting. I know Daddy said he ordered me a couple more that they just haven't showed up yet. Oh god. My mind went with the milk. Elaine's balloons and milk. Oh my god. Now we're gonna have to get a video of Elaine with balloons. You're just gonna suddenly like have just what happened to everyone's channels this week? Everyone that was in Cat Sprints has like gone off the rails. We're just all gonna come up with something crazy to do. Chihuahua. Mm-hmm. Especially with that like colored pigtailed wig. Oh my goodness. You've got. Oh my gosh, I need to see that. Oh. Sprints. They're really just bounce off ideas and craziness. Like I can just imagine people's faces if they pop in on this at the wrong time. Like, why is she doing? Wait, what are they talking about? They're either all in waiting to see if I'm going to take off something besides my sweatshirt or running away. Freaked out the teachers. Kids loved it. Me and another. Yeah, the teachers probably were wondering, like, she didn't have those yesterday. Like, I thought surgeries took longer than that. And now I'm just thinking of, wow. Depending on how you put them, the little tie at the end to close the balloon could be very misconstrued. Oh my jeez. Oh. See, we can't do that because Franny gets very excited over balloons and then she pops the ball. And that's a choking hazard. But she loves balloons and bubbles. I haven't done like blown bubbles in a while. Might have to get some again just so I can get Franny goofing off. Oh my goodness. I have bubbles with catnip, tiki, and pink. What? Catnip bubbles? Wow. Awesome. Can't wait to see it. Is there anything they don't put catnip in? How do you even? Well, I guess maybe with the oil, like they do other, human catnip. Oh. That would definitely be a good video. Catnip bubbles. And then the, crash afterward. So did anybody actually manage to get any reading done during that, sprint? Or were we all distracting? Because we all know I didn't. Just gonna pretend. Crash, no more like speed racing around. You beat me by 3 pages. Were they good? When Noah gets here, we're going to tell him it's his fault because I was all set to start reading. And then I saw he finally, showed up when he's been MIA for weeks. Got all excited, and then he goes and leaves us after kicking off chaos. Silly bookworm. I'm glad we had had some good ones there. Sometimes those 3 pages start feeling dense. Always nice to have a good read going on. What all is everyone pretending that they're trying to read tonight anyway? I've still got to figure out where this is streaming because it turns out that I don't actually have this movie for my movie comparison if I finally finish this. I feel like January is going to be a slow reading month. Everything I'm reading is very long or very bloggy. I managed 6%, so maybe 18 pages. Still going through Eye of the World. Excuse me. So we got some fantasy going. I was gonna do some action. I know Lily had some horror going. We got Cloud Cuckoo Land by I'm hearing a lot about that one. Chapter 14. Oh, nice. I don't like the word eyes right now because I see you. Is it haunting you like Sarah J. Maas and Feyre? Or there's some very disturbing scenes. $52 chapters? Jeez, that is quite a few. Then again, I'm reading Count of Monte Cristo sometimes, and that one has 117 chapters. But it's also spread out through 1,316 pages, so a little less than 13 pages a pop. Maybe. Since it won't get, like, I have it on my phone, and it gives me how long left in the chapter, how long left in the book, supposedly, and a location. It gives me no page. So some of them, like, it's like, oh, this chapter will take you 9 minutes. That one's going to take you 35. I'm reading a horror called Tab's Third Eye. They just cut a child's head open to remove a cyst that actually a spiritual eyeball belongs. What the freak? Because as soon as I read Third Eye, my mind went, ooh, Third Eye Blind. I should listen to them. It's been a while. They were good 90s. And then, let's read the rest of the sentence. That is way darker than a 90s song. Seymour is one of the most relatable characters in all books I read. Nice. And then we gross some people out. Squeaky. Oh, I like that word. I've never heard that one. Squeaky. That's a good one. I've got 2 going on Kindle. Because I got, The Count of Monte Cristo. And then I'm trying to read The Alchemist's Dream in Constantinople. Like, it was supposed to be all, like, mysticism and Atlantis, and so far it still feels like we're, like, setting the scene for, here's what, like, Constantinople looked like, and, how this royal class was having to deal with, their philosophy lessons. It hasn't got to the mysticism or Atlantis yet. Though we do have, talk of, how did your assassin manage this when you're, like, walls within walls? Ooh, cheesecake is nummy. I had some cheesecake yogurt that it was not as good. It said it was strawberry cheesecake, and it did have actual strawberries in it that were good, but there was no cheesecake. Noah! The ultimate chaos has returned. It's totally your fault that we couldn't do sprints during the sprints. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Noah, we need a list of UK adverts to send Cat. We decided that I'm doing a reaction to all your really bad advertisements. Oreo. Ooh, that does sound really good. I like cheesecake, and I love a good Oreo if it's got a lot of filling. Cadbury's chocolate. I'm afraid of what that's going to be. Brow dance and the monkey on the drums. Wow. Or Bellsy gonna get ya. The tango advert is. How do you have an advertisement for tango? It's just a dance. I was considering Unbongo Kiora, but they are a bit nope now. How bad does it have to be to get noped? I'm afraid. Oh, jeez. I tangoed so many people in school. You were just like dancing in the. Yeah, I thought everybody knew what those were. Like, everybody makes them at Christmas. Like, you get the pecans and shape them like a turtle, and then you cover them in caramel and chocolate. They're yummy. I don't make them, but they're yummy. Has anyone read Elsie? I've never heard of Elsie Silver. What does she write? Name rings a bell, but I don't think. Cowboy romances. I don't intentionally do romance. Like, a little bit in the background is fine. Like, I love fairy tales, and obviously they're gonna have some, but it's gotta be if I see screw you. Oh, we accidentally ended up in love because we were fighting and going on adventures. But if they market it as a romance, it's an automatic no. Finn has no clue, thought I was going to make a cheesecake with actual turtles. Now, if you're around here, weirdly enough, I could see that. I mean, yeah, they eat snake and frog. I could see that. But no. It's chocolate and caramel and pecans. It's yummy. Tango advert was a bald orange person slapping someone from. I have someone in mind for that. I hope that's not what it is, but oh my gosh. Because we know he's definitely orange and pretty sure bald under that hairpiece. I could see a turtle cheesecake working. Just, make a chocolate cheesecake and, crushed pecan crust and some, caramel on top. Or how else do you make what combo were you going to use to make that cheesecake? Or were you going to make little turtles as the topping? That would be really good if I could actually eat that. We don't have them. I thought you were committing animal cruelty, which confused me because it's you. Exactly. It's Elaine. It has to be, nice food related. Turtles are awesome. And weirdly enough, I never see them around here. I've seen like 2 in, 6 years. And I like turtles and lizards. Snakes are a no-no, but turtles and lizards I like. Tiramisu is technically a kind of cheesecake, mascarpone. See, I'm not a coffee fan, so I'm not into tiramisu, but people that like coffee seem to really like it. Didn't fit my Elaine image. Book murder, yes. Animal cruelty, no. Oh yeah, massive book murderer. Cut up the turtles, put in the filling, and add caramel cherry topping. Ooh, that does sound pretty good. Tiramisu is epic. Were they pregnant? Because otherwise, lock them up for their own good. They are clearly off their meds and need some help. Pickles and I have a feeling even if I liked pickles, that would be disgusting. Like, pickles do not go in dessert. That is a dare or a messed up pregnancy craving. Or something wrong. Or revenge. You pissed me off, you have to eat this cheesecake covered pickle. I don't know. Oh god. Get out of my head. In so many ways, ew. I don't understand people who eat pickles like as much as like, hold on, let me go get. In high school, that's how you could tell which girls were pregnant. Because they would all crave pickles. As a just let me yum yum. And these were chicks that, like, I don't like them on my burgers, but now that they're knocked up, they were just, like, eating them out of the jar. Yeah. You can say that to Michelle Sunday. My sister does that with pickles and jerkins. Is she pregnant? Tiramisu is easy to make and has few ingredients, but mascarpone cheese is rare and expensive. Yeah, that sounds like a very fancy, pricey cheese. No, it was from a cookbook. Ugh. Was it a joke cookbook? Or with her house coat, as we call it, as a joke? We'll send you that video too. Oh god. Nobody calls it a house coat. It's a dressing gown. So is she grandma? Those are the only folks that have dressing gowns and house coats. Them's the rules. It's gotta have like a big, square neck and a bib and a bunch of buttons and zero shape. It's a long version of a moo-moo. Excuse me. Okay, I sent it. It's a YouTube short. Oh. There's gonna be so many videos for this. Maybe that's what I'll film like tomorrow or maybe tonight after this. I sent it to Elaine on Boxer now. Oh my goodness. It's not too bad here. Wait, what's not too bad here? The house, coat, or the creepy pickles? Yeah, your dressing gown must not be what we have here, because they definitely don't make them for dudes. It's nice. It's a very big, shapeless thing that pregnant women wear because nothing else fits. Kind of like, Granny's dressing gown. And PG channel. Some of these things might be going PG-13 at least. And it's spelled with U's, not O's. It's not moo like the cow, even though that's how it's pronounced, because, English is weird. Now I gotta find something to send you, see if there's something with a moo moo in it. Let's Y'all started it. We just had to correct it. Weird. I'm on to you. I mean, y'all do call cookies biscuits, so y'all got some weird stuff. Mascarpone prices. We have it in work. It's only slightly more expensive than cream cheese. Y'all got everything that seems to be for cheap. Your eggs and your steak. I've never really looked for mascarpone. I've only ever heard of it when I'm like watching Gilmore Girls or, the rich adoptive-ish folks. Ugh, that was gross. Thanks, Finn. Oh, gee. So it's similar, but they don't button up. They are open front with the tie around the waist. So like a Hugh Hefner like jacket. Sense. Mine is a fleece one, but you can get them in all sorts of material from silk downwards. Oh, read the tie, started laughing, wondering what was tied. Elaine! Dirty, dirty. That's because we don't have to refrigerate eggs. Because y'all are weird. Now, I've actually never messaged anyone on here that wasn't a reply. Let's see if I can get it to send. There we go. Okay, now you have the moo moo thingy. And I'll watch the video sometimes. I sometimes wear my very old sweater at home. Makes me look much older. I like it because it feels like a blanket. Can't go wrong with the big, comfy old thing. Like if it's supposed to be warm, it has to be big and baggy. That's just the rules. Yeah, kind of like a Hefner jacket, but there is a lot of variation. So you have bunnies. I want a poncho so much. I want a kimono as well. See, I hear kimono and I just think something is gonna go. That's about to go sideways. Yes, gotta be comfy. And no, I do not have bunnies, Elaine. Yeah, they might traumatize the kids a little bit. Walk in and oh crap! The ex-wife tossed the kids out of the car. They bounced. They saw the bunny. Something else went wrong. Dad, why are you in your house jacket? Though the kimono might be worse. Those are never not in a inappropriate situation. Ponchos, I just think of like it's rainy, but you have to go outside anyway. Okay, saw a load of men on TikTok wearing those yesterday. I was very confused. I know of TikTok. I stay off of it unless somebody sends me something like, fine, I guess I'm gonna have to get it for a second and then like remove it again. No, it won't just like let me watch it. It's rude. Like I can't just click on the link. No, I have to have the stupid app. But nothing will ever beat the one of the little boy throwing the red ball at one of their siblings and it bouncing off and knocking the other one down too. I evil laughed at that. I mean, I have a katana. That is not the same thing, and it does not make the kimono better. What do you call them now? Are they still playboys, playthings? So many language changes. Ladies with massive bazongas. I don't know what they're called. I'm sure. Or like I would still go with bunnies, but I think I like your definition better. Chicks with massive bazongas. Same. And I only got YouTube because my friend told me to make like a book channel. Otherwise, I had Facebook, so I could go, here's pictures of my puppies and like update the family. Which actually, I will need to hide that before Sunday. Some people cannot be trusted. I would be one of them. I don't have Insta. I only recently got TikTok back because people kept sending me things. I was like, I have it. I watched the video and then I deleted it again. It used to be my friends could send me stuff, like they would send me TikTok videos on YouTube Messenger and I could open it and watch it on there. And now it won't let me do that. Only on YouTube, yeah, that's me also. I'm technically on Facebook, but I never used it anymore. I don't use it to talk to people much. But there's like Halloween and like cooking things on there. And animals, because I never get enough of people doing short clips of their animals. I was gonna check this real quick and ooh. And then there's occasional somebody posted this that's actually important. Like let me hit them up. Because they keep moving across the country and losing their phone and get new numbers, and it's just easier to go, what's up on Facebook? Bunnies are things inquiring minds want to know. Yeah, what are they sending you, Vin? I deleted Facebook a few years ago. Best decision I ever made. So much easier to ignore people. Oh, I ignore them well, even with Facebook. I got too much family and friends. I'm like, yeah, this is pretty much here's a mass. There we go. Now I don't have to try to keep everyone's numbers and they keep changing locations. Here you go. Here's what's up. One post. I don't know if people are deleting their profiles or just don't like me anymore. I couldn't tell you who it was at this point anyway. Where I live feels a bit like the UK version of Where the Hills Have Eyes was set. Wow. There have been injuries. I literally have to hide the contents of my cutlery drawer as well. Jeez. You might have been pulling a little too much, Vin. We're gonna have to start deciding who's allowed at the house when you gotta hide the cutlery. There are only 3 places you can find me online: Facebook, YouTube, and my email. Yeah, there used to be a MySpace. It's still floating on the internet somewhere, but Shall we try another reading sprint? A proper one this time? As Noah has once again sneakily disappeared on us without saying goodbye. We're going to have a talk with Noah. He keeps disappearing. Vin, you're avoiding the question. Yeah, Vin, we got questions. You have to call on us and answer. MySpace was a thing back then. No, I'm here. How dare I am lurking. You lurker. Well, grab a book. We're gonna all lurk this time. But we're gonna call, yeah, that's gonna be my sprint from now on. They're not sprints, they're lurking sessions. That's way more fun. We're gonna try this time. No, I'm gonna... It's... You sent me advertisements. It's also you. The chaos just feeds the other chaos, and then we all become chaos. And it becomes fun. I am the least. Oh no, he hasn't been here much, and there's been chaos. I think we forgot the wink on that one. Of course not, Van. Kind of like how you weren't shopping earlier. We know how many books you bought yesterday that you didn't buy. He is the worst one. I have neither bunnies or things. Noah is an unreal. Dang. See, you started the chaos. We got a chaos war going between the gremlins now. You don't have to take that from that ant. And go. Dang! Small fries. So we got the Chaos Dragon and the Chaos Gremlins. Now you blaming folks that aren't here. Dee Dee's not here to defend herself. You didn't have to buy those books she said were on sale. Yes, it's lurk time. Stop making me giggle. Oh, Jesus. Okay. What? Is it like a deformed gnome? Like what? Chaos. Why is it a gonk and not a gnome? There's got to be a difference. He's like, I'm sick of this. There will be so much discussion after this lurking session. So much. Chaos. So much. Elaine doing some shushing. Mm. Mm. Excuse me. To remind me. It's true. Smush that face, Noah. It's gonna be Vans or John's that gets smushed. See right here. His coat Van. House coat. Okay, so both are based in Scandinavian folklore, which I did not know. Both are small bearded creatures, but gonks are associated. So it's just a Christmas gnome with the name that sounds like it's a really horrible monster. He's wearing an oversized orange jumper, sweater. Side point Noah's favorite hoodie is orange, holding a tulip set on a rainbow rock. Jumpers, sweaters, y'all are so weird. Jumper if it's wool, sweater if it's cotton, hoodie if it, well, the whole fries chips things. No, can't tell your French fries from your chips, from your crackers. American chips or y'all's, mispronounced chips that are actually French fries. For these things, we have a type of crisp called French. How do y'all figure out what the heck you're eating? Can't tell a cookie from a biscuit, a French fry from a potato chip. So confusing. Potato chips called French fries. That's just wrong. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Weird packet. A cookie is a very specific type of biscuit. The non-gravy kind. can't wait to see your corrections. I think I got my measurements correct. One of these days, I really am going to have to make biscuits and gravy just for you, Ben, and record it. Horrify everyone with correct terminology. This is a biscuit, this is gravy. We can call it a sauce if it slightly helps you. Shedding everywhere. Or I'll take a picture of my dinner tonight so I can show you the difference between French fries and chips. So I gotta make some good seasoned French fries to go with my chicken. I might do a video. British versus American terminology. What's what? It'll have a very specific target audience. So did anybody manage to get any reading done during this, lurking session full of British versus American language in why is Noah being insulted? Calling people gonks. Sounding like a, messed up monster gnome. It's just such a mean sounding word. I got 8 pages through all the giggles. Also, for an action novel, it is kind of a slow read. I don't understand. Not always. But if it helps you feel better, you call it a sauce. That it's similar to a proper Alfredo sauce, but with a slightly different flavor profile. But it is a cream sauce. But I am not calling anything white a sauce unless it has a very specific name, because I know a lot of people that are even dirtier than me, and my mind has been corrupted. So, no, it is going to continue to be a sausage gravy. Because if you don't put the sausage in it, you've done something wrong. I think, what makes it look so bad is you have, the chunks of, sausage. But when it's covered in the gravy, it does look kind of gross. But if you make it correctly, I know we put sugar and garlic in it. That's how it goes. Salt and pepper is good. And there's cheaters that just buy packets. And I'm like, no, that's not how that works. You're not supposed to make it out of a packet. Don't get me started on US baking measurements. We use cups and tablespoons. Or the way I grew up, you measure the extract and the cap. And now that I'm older, I don't even do that. I just go, that smells like I got the right amount. Now it's just measure with my nose and memory of, yep, pour it for this many seconds. Exactly why it's a gravy. I'll put you away. Special sauce with sausage. That's why it's white, but we call it gravy. Because Alfredo has a special name. It's a white sauce, but it's called Alfredo. The biscuit gravy is gravy. It is it like is your white sauce like cream and butter based, or is it not melt like weird? Is it like a Texas barbecue? Because they do a white barbecue sauce, and that's just wrong. Because here it's milk or cream and butter, and then you do your spices and your thickening agent, which you can use flour or since I have a friend that can't have flour, cornstarch. So it's the proper consistency. Or you could, if it's Alfredo, you could stir in cheese to thicken it up. But then it gets too thick, which is a whole other dirty thing. You get measuring cups. They are very specific size. They are uniform. When I lived at home, when I was learning to bake, it was all proportional because we didn't have, measuring cups. Weight is for solids. Liquids get, that. Because you have your solid measuring cup where you can level it off, and then you have your liquid measuring cup. People don't want scales. Like, if you have a scale in your kitchen, I assume you're one of those like creepy health influencer people. Like, no, we don't measure. Or we measure, we don't weigh. That's just no. It's a cup because different densities weigh different, but you need the volumetric amount to soak up the liquids and get the proper consistencies. Better than saying special sausage sauce, I suppose. Oh, God. I thought Elaine's coming. It was bad. Yay! I'm glad you made it back from the laundromat, Christina. Nice and safe and sound. Did you get any reading done while you're waiting on your clothes to finish drying? Well, we were having, terminology discussions. And poor Noah getting picked on again. No, you have a jug with measurements on it for liquids. So kind of like a measuring cup. And scales. Nope, I still use the measuring cup. Yeah, I have no scales in my house because I refuse to be insulted on a regular basis. I love how Elaine is the dirtiest one of us. Sausage talking cup size. And pretty much everything is a full cup. I have two, an old-fashioned one and a digital one. Nope. I measure with my heart and my nose. And it's like, all right, here's the base seasoning for the people that can't handle a lot of heat. And then I'm feeling spicy tonight. Like, I need to cover the whole surface twice over and then let it simmer. Like, trying to come up with actual measurements. Like, this is like, it's roughly that amount. And then depending on my mood, I'm like, all right, my sinuses have me stuffed up. I can't taste as much. So I'm going to add more to make up for it. It takes a lot to have flavor when I can't breathe. Like, I can smell nothing. I gotta up the ante. So now we got cup sizes and they're creaming. Jeez, Elaine. Really got the dirty mind. Yeah, I don't have a scale in my bathroom, and one ain't going in my kitchen either. At this point, it's eyeballing. Except for my cookies. Okay, so that was surprisingly clean. You know, put a little cream on the scales to get them to go away. My weighing scales for people links to my phone and automatically updates. Well, that's rude. Now it's just going to rat you out to everyone that's spying on your phone. Of course, the dragon would know about cream for scales. After going dirty minded. Well, I mean, you did have bunnies earlier, so, you got to be careful. You weren't sure what you had. I think Elaine's trying to get shushed again. We're just tally marking how many times she can get shushed in lives now. Ouch! Well, you are older now, but slow on the uptake. And this is when, Noah pops in and makes a comment. He's just like, yeah. Getting into the ageism again. That always goes wrong. So what? So innocent. And there's no. He's like, nope, I'll learn. I go make no age comments and get in trouble. Gonna be a good puppy. I do love that for once Elaine is the one calling somebody old. Instead of like, hey, you can't call yourself old, you're younger than me. At least technically. Sometimes, like, mentally and physically, it's a question. I am a good boy. I love it. You are such a golden retriever. I think we're gonna. Oh no! Have you seen some of the people that are technically my elders? They're in government, and I ain't respecting a dang one of them. Being old does not get respect. Gotta earn that. You don't get to just be born first. I respect them if they're signing my paycheck. And even then, it's only outwardly. That means you're getting closer to being able to collect Social Security unless they, take it away to give themselves raises again. It's a certain incoming president older than you, Elaine. Lies, Elaine. You're clearly 34 like me. See, no one knows how to play the game. He tells the pretty lies. Don't be a smart ass. Get him, Elaine. Get him. lies, only truth. Oh goodness. I feel like we're gonna end this on a fun one. Though I'm surprised my door is, y'all can't tell, but the door has been busted open, but there's no Franny in here yelling at me yet. And it is 16 minutes before her dinner time. Usually she comes in and yells at me at least twice, like an hour beforehand. I think the snow and the too many days off this week has confused them. They're not used to so many humans. Usually she just has to suffer through me and go, crap, I can't take her out. What if the other one doesn't, but Thumbs doesn't come back? So now they're all lost. Ooh, my AC is blowing cold air again. It's feeling chillier than it did earlier, and the heat just kicked on. Or it's reset its temp to the wrong thing again. It was rude last night. It decided, my thermostat randomly started turning itself down till it was like, oh, we'll just blow 50-degree air and then not kick on if you turn us up. It took like 20 minutes to reset itself. That was not nice. It's supposed to be the heat, but I think it's blowing like 63 degrees, which ain't warm. It's being mean and resetting itself. Anyway, I feel like my work here is done, so I'm going to start the chaos and leave. Good night, Van. And Noah. Good night, y'all. Or, well, good morning. Oh, I'm always good. So long as people can prove. Good night, y'all. Sleep well. Thanks for stopping in. Hey, you can't prove it's a lie if I don't get caught and I don't leave evidence. Redhead. Love you too. Hope you get to feeling better soon. That is suspicious going to bed at the same time. Hanging out before Sunday. Ouch, what's wrong with Noah? I thought you liked your gnome. Or gonk. Does he not have enough horns for you? Get that demon tail. Same time, no. Going to join you. Oh. This is a chat where you have to be very intentional and conscientious of your word choice. It's dangerous tonight. Oh my goodness. Have a nice night wherever you're going to bed at. Oh my goodness. Alright, it is too dang cold and I'm not putting my top back on. We're gonna check the temperature real quick. What's that thermostat do? And you're gonna come yell at me. I caught a furry monster by the thermostat. He said, no, Mama. I steal your spot. Are you going to share with me? Huh. Can I scooch next to you? He was standing in the hall yelling at me, so he had to get carried in. That's the penalty. Oh, rude. Yeah, it was blowing 66, so I turned it up to a dirty number that's warmer. And he's full on abandoned me. He's not even. Oh, no. Hello. He likes laying under this now, but only partially, because he has to be hidden. He doesn't realize that's not hiding. That was, I have some really good pictures of JB in hiding, like, and he really looks surprised, and so I'm like, you saw me? But like the blanket was over. Just because my head's sticking out doesn't mean you should see me. Or because, it's just a footrest and only his head and shoulders were under it at a certain angle. Oh, no. He's creeping. Woo! He's being a full-blown creep. I always forget that my screen is also a touch screen. So I picked it up and I almost did something I didn't want to. Do I have... Oh, stop. That was JB last night, really thinking he was sneaky. He's not very sneaky. But he sure thought he was. Boy. I love how he literally, like, when I first pulled out the camera, he was so surprised. Like, shit, you can't see me down here. What are you doing, Mama? And then was like, oh, you're taking my pic. Heck, I'm hidden. I felt that. Don't you be scratching my chair. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You're not sneaky. I will pick you up again. Yeah. What are you going to do? Are you going to hop up and get me? Did you learn how to get up? Good boy. Oh, just to try to fight me, huh? That wasn't nice. Be swinging on me. I didn't know he could do this. I can count on one hand the amount of times he snuggled with me since we brought him home. Back in 2019. Oh, good boy. Yes, your pets are nice, aren't they? Good. Well, I guess, somebody else is going to have to feed the pups because we got to encourage this. Ooh, Elaine, you're a ghost. I have nobody watching. Look at that. Ooh, I see your fangs. Oh, is that spot? He's snuggling. So I'm stuck here now. We're just gonna hang out and pet the kitty. And wait for somebody to go, what? Wait, what's she petting? Huh. So you never snuggle. This is maybe the 4th time. Mm-hmm. In 5 years, this is maybe the 4th time. And that's spread out over the last year and a half. Or did you finally, you got cold too and your mom was not snuggling? Because normally, he would be in the middle of the bed with Franny having a little snuggle. But it's too close to dinner time for her to be on the bed. He was in the hallway going, hey, what are you doing? Meow. Are we going to the, we're not going in there, but somebody has to be in the bed so I can snuggle and sleep. Yeah. Good boy. If I do it over the head boop, I can boop him. If I go from the front, he's like, hey, I saw that coming. Yes. Good boy. See, look at all this attention you get when you snuggle. Instead of when you hover over my head and then slap me for petting you. Because you want to be near humans, but you don't like attention. Except for that, you do. This is JB. He's my little from work kitty. We've had him he came home in October 2019. And this is maybe the 4th time he has ever snuggled with me in all that time. He's usually I'm going to be over your head and I'm going to scratch you if you try to pet me. Or under your feet where he thinks that he is hidden. He normally it's if you're in bed asleep, he will walk over it and snuggle next to you. But if you wake up, realize he's there and pet him, he'll bite you, scratch you, and run away. He doesn't do this. Nobody snuggles with me in here. They don't like this chair. So we're really gonna have to commemorate that. Huh. See, we were gonna log off and go feed the doggies, but now we have a kitty. So we have to stay. Must encourage his snuggly ways. As far as he knows, he's mama. She was hanging out with him when we first brought him home. When he was, a little bit bigger than my hand and his eyes were so gunked up he couldn't find the food in front of his face. So I was bottle feeding him. And he was smaller than Franny's nose, but he was fighting her anyway, going, I'm tough. Huh. So you had gunky eyes and a runny nose, and you scared my coworkers by sneezing at them. Even though they were big, strong, and scary, they were scared of a little sneezy kitten. Yeah? Huh. My little bottle baby. Oh, I saw that. He opened his mouth and then forgot to make the noise. That's not nice. Don't try to bite me. You're just gonna throw your butt on me. Where are you going? You want this side? No, you don't know. Mm-hmm. Well, I think he looks all nice and smooth, but we need a female kid to teach him how to clean himself. So he's got mats that he will try to murder me if I try to snip them out, because he won't let you brush him. So I have to when he's distracted, snip a little bit till he gets annoyed with it enough that he will chew it off. And he likes to present his matted sides and then go, hey, that hurts, you're pulling on my tangle, so he gets mad about it. But he's got one like right here, and on one of his sides, it's just Matt's because you don't clean yourself and you don't let me do it. So I sneaky snip him clean. Uh-huh. Yeah. Like you can never get them all the way off. I'll get like a little snip and then wait for him to get distracted until I get about halfway off. Then he takes care of it. Yes. So we're sticking on those. Because if you would like getting pets more if you didn't present your tangle side. Or we're gonna one of these days we'll have to take you to the vet and they'll knock you out and shave you and let it grow back. But it's too cold for that right now. You would freeze. Like, oh, that's nice. Close some eyes and purr. Good boy. So what's everybody's plans for the weekend? Yeah. Hanging out at the house. Got some work to get done. I saw that mean tail on the camera. Good boy, JB. See, if you snuggled more, you'd get more of this. And if you'd let me snip all those without trying to bite me, then it would feel better because I could pet your sides without feeling like I'm pulling on a tangle on you. Yeah. Ooh, you got an eye buggy. We'll get that later when you're doing your mean voice. I posted a book haul just now. Awesome. We'll definitely have to go pull that one up. Working as usual, but might stay home Sunday. Depends on the snow. Oh, I know how that goes. Hopefully, like as much as the snow is nice, hopefully you can get those hours in because I know, trust me, I know that is much needed. I'm in the same boat right now. Picking up holds at the library, reading and editing. Ooh, what came in at the library this weekend? I think I have one hold on Libby, but I'm actually, even if it comes in, I think I'm going to push it back because it's a horror novel and I'm not in the mood for that right now. So, kind of sad because I've had it on hold since, since like May. And they're still like, it's like 3 weeks out. So I guess it's not a fast read because other ones are like, take this long. Oops, everyone was able to read it quickly, so it through fast. One I only had like 50 holds. It's taken longer than one where I was like 100 something to get. Huh. So it must be a slow read. Yeah. A very slow read, huh, JB? Book 3 of ACOTAR, Ordinary Monsters, and Book 2 of that, but I can't remember the name. Yeah, look at this hand. There you go. Oh, you trying to smack me up again? I see you thinking about it. Don't give me that mean face. Yeah, you're gonna hit yourself in the face with your tail. You definitely have to make sure and check that one out tonight before I go to bed. Yeah, what do you think, Beezer? You know what he's like, I'm gonna. Oh yeah, now we're comfy. We got the one paw out. Huh. You go pull that up while I'm thinking about it. Oh. Awesome. Hopefully you will enjoy all the books that you just got. And hopefully you have a lot of growth on your channel this time around so you can stick around and have some fun with it. It's definitely much better if you have, a nice group. Huh. Because YouTube will make you freaking. Oh, yeah. Cobalt Dragon is Elaine. We can. She's our group mother, or dragon. Gotta keep the Chaos Gremlins in line a little bit. Even though you might have been the frisky one tonight, Elaine. That does seem to be happening, actually. Like, I love, like, it's all the, like, subgroups inside of groups. But then they're all friendly and open to newcomers. We've got our big kid group and then the, like, little subgroups of us small ones inside of it. Huh. Oh, you're gonna roll over and give me your butt? Okay. Oh, scratching my head. Yeah, I'm scratching your head. We're not click, but yes. Oh, those, yeah. Especially the sponsored ones and the join my Patreon ones. It's like, dude, I have no money. I'm not paying. It's like, I will watch your videos on here, so maybe YouTube will pay you, but I ain't got no money. I work for a living and I'm struggling to do that. Most of which will, like, they'll mention, yeah, I have that, but hey, if you're watching the video, still, thank you. For the most part, everyone, like, of course, there's gonna be some, like, mean girl ones, but in our little corner, it's pretty nice. It's like, leave the drama in high school class. Oh, youngin. So you're the baby here. So yeah, that puts you about Noah. It's a toss of whether you or Noah are the youngest ones. Quit trying to bite me. That's not nice. That's not nice. Look at your little ears. Mm-hmm. I'm 37, so I got a couple years on you. I was laughing at Noah because he likes to be like, oh, he'll wait till Elaine's around and talk about how old he is at 34. You're only as old as you feel. If you don't admit to being grown up, then you're not grown up. I'm still this many. Unless they make me mad and then I show them a smaller number. Like the teacher that got me into Harry Potter was, I think he was like 60s or 70s, but then he still climbed on the table and was like doing Elvis dancing when we were learning the bones of the body. It's like, wait, you're still a drummer, but like you're teaching a bunch of 13-year-olds, so anything over 30 is like deathbed old. But you're doing drummers. That's like a young guy's thing. So confused. Hey, that's a good thing. Live it up. You gotta keep being the mother dragon. Humby, sir. You're just snuggling because your fur is a little chilly. Yeah. It's cold today. It's supposed to hit like 40 next week, though. Let's see. I wonder if I can find a link to your channel and post it. Oh, it might be being mean. Like I was gonna pull her up and show a link, but it keeps wanting to space out the Cobalt Dragon and showing Beyblade. We might have to. Let's see. That's not nice. Yay, you found it. Oh, same. It's like I like the cold if I get snow. If it's gonna be like just ice or nothing, then I want it to be warm. We finally got our snow today, even though supposedly it's gonna all melt tomorrow. But okay, we're gonna do. Haha. And we're gonna post and help some folks. Let's see. Boink. Copy. Woo! There we go. Yeah. Sometimes it's really obnoxious trying to find channels. So, like, I don't understand why they won't be like, oh, hey, let me click on this person's name. And then you can go, oh, hey, there we go. Now I can subscribe to them. So I've had several folks, I'm like, I looked you up, but it gives me a billion other folks that I can tell are not you. Oh, beat sir. You're trying to bite me again. That's how you think about it. Oh, you just got to turn. Oh. And this is the side I can't pet. As you can see, some of the hair is sticking up there. That's all the ones I need to cut off. That's his on the side, getting ready to fall asleep pose. And another video where I watch later list. Need to catch up on watching this weekend. Yeah, you and me both. So now if I had my scissors, I could do a little snip. But I'd get about 2 before he started slapping me. Huh. I'm not gonna do it. They're with my sewing kit. Yeah. I don't have those in here, so you're safe. Those are in the living room for when you fall asleep over my head. When he's laying like on his stomach, he looks so nice and smooth, and then he flops on his side, and you can see I need to trim him. And he knows I'm thinking it too because he just gave me a dirty look. Silly boy. In that plotting, I'm listening, and I can get you, Mama Tail. Good night, Christina. Thank you so much for popping in. Hopefully, yeah, wherever you're working out, everybody is very nice to have a chill evening. Huh. I think I might just be stuck here all night, encouraging his snuggles. Huh. But I might eventually get hungry. We'll see. If I'm allowed. The silly kitty. Yeah. Did hubby come home and hear all your plotting and whatnot? Or is he still naive to what's going on? Yeah, eating in here ain't gonna work too well. But I did have like 3 slices of pizza for lunch before my nappy nap. So thankfully I'm not actually hungry right now. And then I had a yogurt before the stream because I wanted some sweets. But I'm trying to be good and keep on the weight loss. If it's not going to go to my booty, it needs to come off so I can fit into some of my jeans that almost make me look like I have a butt. Because it is not proportionate. Also, he looks all chill until you look at his tail and just see it flicking. I just not want to read my finger. There has been some progress. Now I just gotta hit up my insurance agent because the website's being mean and he didn't respond to my email. I hope you can tell him your plans and he just laughs at you. So now you're not going to get any bar stools in the house because he's going to know what they're for. Yes. We all know. Your roommate's gonna have to, the hubby's gonna have to get all sneaky and start coming up with ways to keep an eye on you. Make sure you don't accidentally do anything. Or he's gonna figure out what we're talking about him and come up and be like, hey, so what are we discussing? What do I need to Google? Yeah, that doesn't work with this one. Though weirdly enough, JB's a butthead. He won't scratch him. He didn't like if I try to, actually pet his side, he will take me out. And he puts the claws out every time I pick him up. That one can pick him up or pet him when he's flopped over. And nothing. I get kangaroo kicked with the claws out. Even though I'm the one that bottle fed the butthead. But he doesn't try to snip it. So he's learned he doesn't like the brush because his mama don't like the brush either. And he follows mama's lead. Except for when he's picking on her. Because he's a bit of a butthead. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that tail's slowing down. He's falling asleep. Which is weird because Jackie Boy loved it. Like, I could use the brush on him unless it got like too close to edging on his stomach. And before he'd run off, he used to love when I scratched his chest or, especially when I brushed it, he would sit there and nuzzle the brush. And then we had the scratcher that would, I'd pet him if he was looking at me. And he was just like, oh, man, the scratcher's good. This one, if he sees the little, skeleton scratcher, he runs. But then again, he also runs from, pillows and dog toys. He's a scaredy cat. Yes, you are. He thinks he's tough, but he's a scaredy. Such a sweet little boy. Get your picture of it. He's like, I see you, mama. No taking pictures and videos of me for later. I have to have photographic evidence. He doesn't do this. I need evidence. Oh, I was sleeping. Mama. Silly puppies. And kitties. Somehow they all know as soon as you turn the camera on them. But at least he didn't get up and run. We running out of space with all the pictures. Yeah, I don't know what I can delete. Mm-hmm. Oh, hi, little man. Did you get your din din? Okay, bye, little man. Come here. Come here, good boy. Yeah, I know you like to stay below the camera. Oh, did you freeze your paw? You're walking funny. He just came in and looked at me and was like, all right, I'm out. Are you waiting for your wet food, little man? Have they had their dinner yet? And they haven't had dinner, and I haven't gotten beat up about it yet. Tonight must be a miracle. We got a snuggly puppy or a snuggly kitty, and puppies that haven't beaten me up for wet food. Little man didn't even come in and mess with him. He just looked. It's a miracle. Huh. I guess the puppies and then the fishies need to be taken care of, so I'm gonna have to abandon this anyway. Pic of her laying on my sweater. Stink eye for waking her up. He's done that so many times. Like, he'll be laying on my pillow in the chair, looking all cute, and I try to take a picture of him sleeping and adorable, and he goes, "Excuse me. I sensed you were looking, and it woke me up." This, like, the format on this will not transfer over to a laptop. But yet, if I switch it over to the version that I can put on the laptop, I can't take the picture because it takes up way too much space. It's rude. They're trying to force me to buy cloud space, but I ain't got money for that. If they'd let me just put it on the cloud and then delete it off my phone without it deleting off the cloud, that would work. But no. Huh. It's very rude of them. Their sneaky money-making system. Oh, did I accidentally wake you up slightly? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I really need to video one of these days of when they get their kibble. Because Franny is freaking hilarious. Like, she will cuss you out and punch you for dry food, but then she will lose her mind for her wet food. And she just runs. She gets so excited cussing you out and nubbing and twirling. But she refuses to eat out of, like, a dog bowl. She will only eat it off the floor. But it is the cutest, weirdest thing. Like, we used to have dog bowls, and she would knock it over and then drag something over it to, like, hide it. Because she used to not stuff her face, so there was actually leftovers. She's like, I must hoard this so my brother doesn't eat it. Off the floor. Huh. Yeah. It's really sucks. I'm like, half my phone is not backed up. And, your ghost, Elaine. Oh no! That's usually Ven's job. It's like, you can't just have one. One of these days, I'm gonna get him. And Little man keeps being mean. Every time I try to get him getting excited about dinner, he refuses to do his little fuss or lift his paw up. But otherwise, it's like, oh, you're not filming me? I'm going to do the hurry up grumble and stand there excited with one paw, and it's so cute. I swear they know I'm trying to catch them. Even though I keep telling them, like, if you want me to stay home and snuggle and feed you all day, every day, you got to start playing cute so I can post it and get enough followers and views that I can start getting paid. But if you refuse to be cute the second the camera comes out, I got to keep going to work. It's like they don't understand. They are working against their own interests. Yes. And you too. One of these days, I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and pay for the storage. Oh, did you wake yourself up? I think he had a little kitty nightmare. He just jumped a little bit. I know. Oh, I know. I know. I don't know if you can hear it, but he's snoring. That's always his I'm fighting going to sleep voice. He doesn't snore when he's asleep. Only when he's awake and getting ready to fall asleep. You snorbird. Can I clean your eye bug? No. Fine. I'll wait till he's being a butthead and then I'll clean this eye bug. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a cute face. It's an up to no good face. But it's a cute up to no good face. They might be a little pampered. Getting yogurt on demand. I don't think mine like the yogurt. Then again, I get the Greek yogurt. It's not as sweet usually. Mm-hmm. Yes. I just can't believe you've sat here for this long. And only tried to bite me a couple times. I swear, these animals are all so weird. Yes, they are. Uh-huh. Yeah. I know it's getting late there, so I'm go ahead and log off and try to take care of the animals, and hopefully still get this one encouraged enough to snuggle. But thank you so much for coming in. It's been a fun night. Way too many giggles and ideas. We got reactions and new intros. We're gonna have to get, Vin with his weird UK language. Usually Cherry her favorite, but ooh, fancy. Cherry Greek yogurt for the kitties. What would you do if I did that with you? You'd probably say it was abuse. And, oh, I hear someone. Oh, little man running down the hallway, all sketch. Little man. He said nope. Greek yogurt would be kind of sour. But then I do like sour candy, so that might be good. Huh. What do you think, my little Snorbert? What do you think? You like kitty? Have a good night, Elaine. Oh, you don't have to leave. Thank you so much for stopping in. It has been way too much fun tonight with our one accidental sprint. Oh, it was definitely good. I love that we got getting shushed, having to shush folks. It was a good night. Hopefully, the rest of your weekend is also full of giggles, as I have been abandoned. Good night.